This is a breaking news alert.
More breaking news. Yes, it is the moment we've all been waiting for. President Trump about to drop the presidential hammer on Obama after he tried to take over the investigation. According to Teresa Monroe Hamilton for RWN News, she reports that more and more is coming out about Spygate. The Obama administration tried to take over the FBI's investigation of the Trump campaign. That's according to The Hill's John Solomon. Now, he covered it on Hannity's program and then wrote it extensively on The Hill. Now, he claims that the FBI began spying on members of the Trump campaign to gather the intelligence that ultimately justified the collusion investigation weeks or even months before the FBI had a formal predicate. Now, if true, the whole thing was cooked up and premeditated. It was indeed a pre-planned coup, and President Trump, well, he's about to drop the presidential hammer on all of them. Now, John Solomon, he stressed that informants were making contacts with the Trump officials and providing information to the FBI, quote, much, much earlier than July 31st. And then he drops the bombshell that according to the FBI, the White House and Obama, they wanted to take over the investigation. Take a look.
So I'm putting the finishing touches on a column I think will come out tomorrow, and I will reveal two really important things. The efforts to begin targeting and reaching out to Trump campaign officials to gain intelligence on Russia that would ultimately justify the investigation began weeks and maybe months before the FBI had a formal predicate. And that's very important. The rules say you can't use sources until you have a predicated investigation. The predication is July 31st, 2016. My sources and documents that I'll be able to make public tomorrow will show that there were contacts going on by people identified as informers, informants, people who provided information began much, much earlier than July 31st. That's the first part. Second part is, as the investigation was just starting to ramp up, there are internal FBI documents showing FBI agents talking about the White House trying to take over the investigation, fears that the Justice Department was going to leak for political reasons, and their own personal fear.
Slow down. Yeah. When you say the White House, you mean the Obama White House.
Yes.
They were attempting to take over the investigation.
That's what these messages say. The White House is going to be in charge.
These are FBI messages.
Yes.
And we're talking about the Obama White House. How high up are we talking about here?
We don't know. The text messages are just what they are, right? They don't give a lot of detail. They're short and as you would normally see in a text message. But the words, the White House is running this, are clear in the text message, and people will be able to make up their own mind. And here's another thing that's going to be really interesting to people. You just had it in your monologue a little bit about whether President Obama was aggressive enough on Russia. The FBI agents who opened this case feared that Barack Obama was weak on national security and wouldn't do what they needed for Russia. You're going to see those messages tomorrow, and I think people will be able to see those in between those bookend events.
These are struck page texts?
Some of them are struck page texts, some are other documents.
And there's about to be, am I wrong, a cascading flow of information.
This is absolutely insane. The White House tried to take over the investigation? Now, this proves that Obama and the rest of his deep state cronies knew about the investigation and that this was all a big plan, premeditated. Solomon's report now doesn't sync with what former Obama Deputy National Security Advisor Ben Rhodes wrote about the investigation in his new book, The World as It Is. That's the name of the book, which is set to be published next week by Random House. Of course, Rhodes is lying. And that's what is good and has done from the beginning. Now, the failed novelist, he claims in the book that he learned about the FBI investigation from news reports after he left office. Yeah, right. Okay, that's the same excuse Obama used multiple times during his presidency. Now, if you tell a lie often enough, these guys really think Americans are gullible and stupid to believe it. Rhodes is simply insulting our intelligence here. Now, I wouldn't buy his book to use it as a doorstop. Okay, maybe kindling. But there's no collusion with President Trump and Russia. Okay, it's never been proven. It doesn't exist. The only ones gaining from this are Mueller and his team, who are getting paid a ton of money to try to tie the president's hands to keep him from doing his job. Taxpayers, as we just reported, wasted almost $17 million on the Russia probe, Russia witch hunt since he took over. Mueller took over in 2017. Now, Solomon's report, it gives justification to President Trump to stop this nonsense once and for all, dropping the presidential hammer, executive power, and shut this whole thing down. It's got to end. It's got to end. Not one more penny should be spent on this investigation. It should be shut down. Comment below with your thoughts. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. I hope you enjoyed that report. Now, did you know that June was Aquarium Month? Or maybe Dairy Month? Or maybe National Accordion Awareness Month, yeah? Or maybe National Adopt a Cat Month? Maybe National Fresh Fruit and Vegetables Month, Rose Month, Turkey Lovers Month. No, you didn't, right? Well, you can also be forgiven for not knowing that our friends at Noble Gold, yes, you know what they're doing? They are celebrating Gold IRA Month. That's right. This could be the one month that you will never forget. And as a celebration, Noble Gold, what they're doing, they are waiving the entire first-year fees for IRAs. And not just gold, silver too. They are waiving the fees. That's a lot of money you can save. Okay? That's a lot of money you can reinvest as well. Now, not everybody can qualify, though. So you need to give the experts at Noble Gold a call to see if you do. You can save $450 on the startup fees alone and get started today. Now, this promotion is not going to last, so I want you to call my friends there, 877-646-5347, and tell them that Next News sent you. Free silver, it doesn't come through the post, and it doesn't. So June is the perfect month to get lucky, even if you maybe adopted a cat or play the accordion. So give them a call, 877-646-5347. Tell them Next News sent you. Thank you for watching that report. If you want more, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the Next News Network logo right here. And you can watch our latest news reports by clicking here. Or for the latest breaking news, click right here. Also, if you want to watch the most viral news on the channel, the news reports that Hillary and Obama hate, then click right here.